Okay, there's something horribly wrong with the lighting on my face, but other than that, are we good? That's not helping. No, nothing's helping. Okay, that's fine. Hi! I had some significant issues there, but it looks like I fixed it. So let's do this thingy and click here. And we are gonna... Okay, I guess that's not working. That's cool. Ow, stop, 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 stop. Okay, I guess that's not working. Nope. Don't want to do that either. Just want to get the chat out here, please. Perfect. Chat 1, done. Boom. Chat 2. Really? Does it not let me pop out chat anymore? Oh, it doesn't let me pop out chat anymore. Alright, I'll just leave that open then. That's fine. Okay, hi! So tonight, once again, you know what? It's been a long day. I kind of feel like doing Pokemon because it's a lot of fun for me. So prior to the chat, I pulled up a random Pokemon description and I thought it would be a lot of fun to try to draw based on description. So to start off, I have to draw an insect creature, green with cream accents. It has 3 body segments. There are 3 points on the back of its head. It has narrow eyes. On its forearms consists of large scythes, this is Scyther, which is used for fighting. Its thighs are spiked with fur. It has 3 clawed toes on its large feet, 2 pairs of cream-colored wings. While these things do allow Scyther to fly, it is rarely seen doing so. Alright, so there's Scyther. So just for fun, since I know it's Scyther, I'm going to try to draw Scyther from memory. And I'm sorry, on Twitch it looks like I'm doing Fortnite. That is not the case. I am drawing, baby. Alright, let's get down to this. Do I remember what Scyther looks like? I mean, I just read a description of him. So he's got a somewhat reptilian head, right? And he's got kind of narrow eyes. And he's got 3 points on his head. I remember he's got like weird looking arms. And I kind of feel like he's just got sides on his arms. That's kind of his thing. Because he's Scyther. It says he's got 3 body segments. So there's 1, right? There's 2. And then I guess there's 3. And then we will give him some wings. Sure, why not? We'll give him some cool looking wings. And then we'll give him another arm. Thank you. Thank you for informing me. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't told me that I need to update my Java. Probably would have just lived in delightful bliss. I can't see this very well. I'm gonna scoot this over here. Just to hang out over here. And I'm gonna scoot this over here to make sure I can see that. Perfect. Alright, well, you know what? I'm just gonna do it down below. That suits me just fine for today. You know what I mean? Yeah. I have no idea why it's showing Fortnite still. That's just frustrating. There we go. That should be better. Alright, I need to look this up now. It's bothering me. I already know it's Scyther. Ah, I got a lot wrong. Alright, you know what? We're just going to draw him. we're going to draw a real Scyther. If you have anything you would like me to draw, feel free to post the description. I'm kind of doing just a potluck of Pokemon tonight. So if you want to see a type change, if you just want to see me draw a Pokemon, that's fine. If you want to see me draw a particular description that you don't want me to know what Pokemon it is, I'm happy to do that too. One of these. There we go. For tonight, it's all on the table. It's all good. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, darn it. Right. He's actually got a little more weird than I remember him being. So I guess he actually has like he's actually got like a little vest thing on his chest, which is kind of weird. And then he just curls into this part, which acts as you would expect it to. And then he just looks incredibly angry to see you. And his head spikes kind of veer off a little more. Sure. That's fine. And this actually is pretty close to what I was picturing. There we go. And then this is just bigger. We'll just make these a lot bigger. With this awesome, oh, they look way cooler than that. They actually look like scythes. Awesome. All right, let's do this. I was wondering why it felt so quiet in here. Hold on just one second. We're gonna fix this. It's been such a weird day. Oh man, all right. We got this. There it is right there. That's what I want. So, last week I got a new dog, and oh, hey, Full Metal Austin, hey, Kevin, glad you could be here. If you have any requests for Pokemon, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to talk about my dog. Ooh, and I'm going to hit refresh here because it sounds like Twitch no longer thinks I'm playing Fortnite. Yes! Perfect! Alright. So I'm just drawing a terrible Scyther in the meantime, but I'm happy to take any requests, or I'm happy to just keep drawing Pokemon. It's alright with me for tonight. Thank you to Cinnabuns for fixing this for me. Today I'm going to try something a little different, and instead of inking with the pen, I'm going to ink with the brush. So it'll still have a kind of a sketchy feel, but this is actually how I used to ink a long time ago, and I'm kind of a fan. I kind of miss it. Alright. Anyway, so what I was saying is I got a new dog, and she is much more play-driven than any dog I've ever owned before or had to take care of before. She's not bribed by food. She could care less about food, and she doesn't even like peanut butter, which is messed up. But she will do anything to play fetch for 5 more minutes. And right now she is a little confused why I would possibly not be playing fetch with her right now. So it's really cute. I would love to draw Torterra for you, Full Metal Austin. Do you want me to just draw it, reference it, and look it up? Do you want to try to describe it to me? If you want anything weird about it, let me know. Otherwise, I will just sit down and draw a Torterra. Yeah, give me a description. I don't know what Torterra looks like, so that'll work great. Let's see. And then these just come back around like this. And loop around front like so. I'll just give them like a little, have some fun in here. Let's see where we're at. Okay. All right. Oh, that's awesome! Someone put like weathered featherness in his... Oh, I love that! Oh, I want to redo all his wings now. They made his wings look all roughed up and kind of insecty. Looks really good. Alright. Alright. Here comes his thorax. Is this called the thorax? Just kind of made an assumption. Alright. Thank you for the description. I will draw him next for sure. And if you're not able to stick around to see him done, then I will commit to posting him on Facebook tonight. So you can see the horrible, horrible fruits of my labors. I felt bad about posting the last Pokemon stream 2 weeks late. That was just horrible planning on my part. Sorry about that, folks. Alright, so let's just finish up this Scyther. We're gonna give him a little bit of a watercolor treatment and then we'll keep going. Alright. I'll give him a little more right there. Yeah, that's alright. He looks pretty Scythery. And then let's just give him a little hair of color here. Not that bright. He is a lot paler than that though, isn't he? Okay. Alright, Full Metal Austin, we'll see you later. That's way too big! Somewhere in between, please. That's too blue. He's a yellowy green. Okay, just had to double check I was on a new layer. Okay, lots of green on him. Lots and lots and lots of green. Oh, that's not green. We'll fix it in post. And by post, I mean right now. Okay, still way too green, huh? Okay, so we'll redo it again as yellow. Nope. It's a grayish yellow at best. It's that color. It's that color. Okay, there we go. A little bit more. And here and here. And then we're going to go in with the darker greens and just kind of give them a little bit of shadow here. Just shade him up a little bit here. Okay, cool. Come on, we'll take that up to 20. There we go. And we're just gonna give him a little bit more definition here. And cool. There's my Scyther. Turn this way up and turn this way down. And then we'll get going on that Torterra. Torterra. I like it. All right. New fella. He looks like a giant tortoise. Brown on the bottom, green on top. He has a big tree on his shell. That's awesome. Along with spikes on his shell that look like small mountains. So he's Terry Pratchett's turtle. He also has a small tail and red eyes. Awesome. Okay, the one thing I'm gonna do, I'm not looking him up, I'm looking up a tortoise, because I get tortoise and turtles mixed up all the time, so I just need a reference of a tortoise. Okay. Tortoise is the one I was thinking of, and I am grateful for it. Okay, so he's a giant, I'm gonna say turtle a lot, just apologizing in advance. He's a giant tortoise. All right, there's a giant tortoise. That'll be my reference. Can I get a bigger image than that? Please. For the love of all that is, I don't want that image. Ooh, I like that one, that's cool. He's like a resting tortoise. And that is far too big of a brush, huh? Hi. Cool. I want you at about 40. That would be great. You know what? I guarantee you that the Pokemon is going to have his head up here. So it's going to be his long neck like so. Let's go back to just looking at multiple references of turtles. Tortoises! All I can think of is the volcanic one. I know that there's a volcanic tortoise Pokemon. But I can't think of one that's all got trees and a mountain on him. That's crazy. So there's his back. And I can't tell if they've got much of a ridge. Most of them appear to have some kind of, you know, checkerboard on them. So we'll give him one of those. And we'll give him one of these things. Along with spikes on his shell that look like small mountains, he has a small tail. Okay, and presumably, you know, he's got legs, so let me throw those in. And I'm guessing they're kind of Pokemon style, so they get really big at the bottom. this one be here. And come in like that. Alright, nothing got mentioned about the legs, so I'm gonna assume that they're pretty typical. Just, they got, like... Alright. Whole thing moves up. Oh no, I kept it down there because I wanted to make room for a giant tree. We gotta make him bigger again. Up we go. And we actually gotta move him down a little bit. The other thing that I keep forgetting to do is making it so that it doesn't wash out the lines like crazy. So let's turn that so it's just not white. I fixed it. Okay. We're gonna give him little toes. And we're gonna give him same on the other side. And we're gonna just give him the same turtle face that I'm looking at right here. It's adorable. Except he's gonna have red eyes, which is gonna make this face very horrifying. Ugh, okay. Shut that down. Cool. He's got a big tree. Alright, you know what? You called it a big tree. All I can picture is this giant tree thing, so let's do this. Let's dance. We're gonna give him a giant tree. I understand how wrong this probably is, and I'm alright with it. Ah, darn it. I know. There's no way that they would have drawn a Pokemon like this, but it's a big tree, right? I kind of picture the roots like curling into his shell. I can't look up what type of Torterra is, so I'm gonna guess he's either grass or ground type. Enormous tree. Darn it! I really thought I gave myself enough room on this. There we go. Not again! Done! Takes me slightly less time each time. Haha! Alright, I'm not making him bigger again. We'll just make the tree that big. Okay, he's got a giant tree, along with spikes on his shell that look like small mountains, okay? So in addition to that, he's got, like, spikes, and I'll say he's got, like, one or two over here as well. Oh, I probably should have planned his roots around him, huh? That's alright. We'll make that work. 3 sets of mountains on this side, a mountain on the back, and then 1, 2 mountains on this side, and we'll ditch that mountain right there. And then we'll give him like little frosty peaks to show that these mountains mean business. Awesome. Okay. And then he probably has just turtle lines on his body. Alright, let's ink this guy. I'm very curious what he actually looks like. It's probably not this. Alright. So your wrinkly face actually has quite a bit going on here, doesn't it? You've actually got more of a heart-shaped head than I would have expected. I just realized what I've done. My bad. And you still got your adorable chin, and you kind of got little like weird little fat roll things going on here. I want to tone this down just a hair. It's a little too thick. Okay, here comes a tree emerging off of his shell, which comes down just like so. His base like so. And here comes the rest of it. Okay. Here we go. Sorry, I'm kind of zoning out. I'm thinking about British TV shows. I've been watching a lot of British, just kind of like Jeopardy equivalent and weird quiz and puzzle-y shows. 8 out of 10 Cats does Countdown and the big quiz of the year. I've just been binging them lately and I've got them stuck in my head. And I'm trying to remember, there was someone on one of those shows who was talking about how he became a stand-up comedian when he was 13. And other people told him, you know, like, why are you doing all these normal jokes like the rest of the comedians? You're 13, like, capitalize on that. Use your strengths to your advantage. None of us can tell jokes about being 13, but you can. And I just remember thinking, wow, yeah, that you should expound on what makes you different. I'm not really going anywhere with that. I don't really have a point to it. That's what I was thinking about. Kind of zoned out there for a second. Okay, here we go. There's my tree roots all done. Here's my tree. The requestinator. Ah, okay. Thank you. Nah, it's cool. Oh my gosh. I'm also really excited because some custom parts I ordered. In fact, Kevin, if you're still around, you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about when I say Will. Do you remember when Will built his own like haunted house props for Halloween? I'm doing something very similar this year and I'm super excited. I don't want to give away too many details, but I am 100% planning on posting it on Facebook when I'm done with it because, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm taking his basic idea and I'm just gonna make it 20 times creepier. I'm gonna scare every child in my neighborhood way more than is appropriate. So I'm pretty excited. And the first of the parts arrived today. I was actually hoping that I need an, I'm gonna say this wrong, Arduino board? Arduino? I don't know. I need one of those, and I ordered one, and it was supposed to arrive today, but it didn't. All the pieces that I'm connecting to it came, but not the actual intelligence piece itself. So that was a little bumming. That was a bummer, but that's all right. Just means I can't really get started today. I can only really get going tomorrow. But ugh, I'm so psyched. So psyched. Gonna make every kid in my neighborhood just poop his little costume pants. Ugh, Halloween is gonna be so great. The only downside is, I know I'm supposed to, I haven't come up with any Halloween costumes. There's still the Halloween dream costume I want to do, but I don't have the time to do it. And if you want to find out what I'm talking about, look on YouTube for stilt monsters. And the one I'm particularly thinking of is like the four-legged version, where you get on a pair of stilts, so even when you're bent over, you're like 5-6 feet tall, and you become this quadruped monster, and it looks really cool, and I really want to do it, and I tried doing it with homemade stilts and they were way too heavy. Do it with legit light frame stilts, or be less of a scaredy cat than I was and do it with skinnier stilts. And I couldn't get it together in time. That costume actually needs to be started in maybe August, I would say, in order to get a decent version of it going. But the alternative you can do with it, once you kind of figure out how the stilts work, is you could do a really cool I am Groot, and I would be really excited for that as well. But for this year, I have no idea what I'm gonna do for my costume. I might just look at my wardrobe and see if what I can put together. I have a ridiculous amount of zombie makeup, just pounds and gallons of zombie makeup, so it's pretty easy to go as a zombie for any given year, but I kind of wanted to do something a little less gory this year. Although, it would be kind of fun to just have a legit, complete zombie, all the gore and part of my lips missing at work. I think I would enjoy that a lot. Alright! Oh, he's missing a back leg. This poor tortoise. Stop. Now he's not missing a back leg. Matches the description. Did I miss anything? Giant tortoise, brown on top, brown on bottom, green on top. He has a giant tree on his shell along with spikes on his shell that look like small mountains. I haven't colored him in, but he is green on top, brown on bottom, big shell, small mountains, red eyes, small tail. This is him. I'm gonna make some assumptions about color here. I'm gonna assume he's probably around this shade, that's too bright, of green. And I'm gonna guess that all of his green bits are roughly the same color. So I'm gonna guess that the tree, that's too bright. Let's go for darker, yeah. So I'm gonna guess that the tree is this color. I'm gonna guess that his shell is this color. I'm gonna guess that the mountains are actual mountains though, so I'm gonna give room for blending to happen. So there's his stuff. It didn't specify what color he is. If anyone watching wants to chime in and let me know what color his actual body is, you would be a hero. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go with kind of like a brownish orange. Full Metal Austin is going to dress up as a werewolf to your college for Halloween. That's awesome. I post pictures in Discord. I'm not even joking. I love looking at people's costumes. It's my favorite. Oh, I love this Halloween. Oh, I love Halloween so much. And this year there's a Friday the 13th and I haven't thought of any way to celebrate it and I really want to and it's just, it's going to be such a good year. With the Halloween, with the werewolf costume, are you doing the mask and the gloves? Are you gonna have like a furry chest? What all are you gonna put into that one? Very curious. Okay, and we've got the green shell, and then we've got the brown, which we're just gonna tone down a hair, and we'll lighten that up a little bit. And we'll just have that for the brown, brown, brown. I know you didn't make them snow-capped mountains, but I'm gonna. And a brown bottom. He has brown legs and a green head. Okay. So, okay. I'm still gonna make it a different shade of brown, and there's nothing you can do to stop me, but I can work with that. Okay, so here's my browns coming in. Oh my goodness, inking this way makes me so much happier. I don't know if anyone has any strong objections one way or the other, but it makes the lines look a little more crayoned in, but I love the look and feel of it more than I like the slightly wobbly inky design that it winds up becoming. Alright, I'm gonna give this maybe 5 more minutes. Let me see. And we're gonna go a little more orange and a little paler. And we'll go with... No, that's a little too orange. You would have said orange if he was that color. So we'll go with this color instead. Which, if anything, looks more orange. And then you said he's got a green head. So we're gonna bring that down, bring that up. And we're gonna bring this in. Okay. And I'm gonna blend that in before I put in his horrifying red eyes. We're just gonna blend this in a little bit. Okay, and I want to specifically, oh, let me blend first actually, just because of how blending works. We're gonna blend all that, work this down, work this down. Okay, work this up, work this around. And I really wanted to get this in. So there's that, and then we'll have this going on. So it's got more blending there. I know this is wrong. There's no way that this is right. Okay. Little green blurs here. All right. And I'm pretty happy with that. So we're gonna give him some snow-capped mountains. And you know what, just for fun, we're gonna add some highlights into this tree. Because I already know that this is wrong. So we're gonna make it wrong with style, dang it. There we go. Okay, and he has straight up red eyes. We're gonna make him glow. We're gonna fill him in, and then we're just gonna go, holy cow, he's got red eyes. We're gonna make him glow. And this, oh. No, gotta fill this in. No one can see inside a turtle or a tortoise. This is a Torterra. Oh, and I got a response on the werewolf, so I'm gonna read that and then I'm gonna look up what a Torterra actually looks like. So I'm gonna try to find gloves along with the mask. I wore a mask last year, but I'm trying to improve it this year. That's awesome. I don't remember fully, but I'm pretty sure that my college didn't allow masks for Halloween, and it was a huge bummer. Oh! Oh! I would not have pictured this guy. He looks more like an armadillo body. Oh, but that, he really does just have a giant tree growing out of him. Altoon? Anyway, Altoon? I don't know what his name is. Alright. Cool! He looks cool! So he didn't have the long neck, and it looks like the mountains were made out of gray stone rather than dirt stone, but I'm actually really happy that he really did just have a giant tree growing out of him. I didn't realize that was his thing. Okay, perfect. Alright, I don't have any other requests. So I am gonna go ahead and just pick a random Pokemon. Booyah. Random Pokemon generator. This is happening. Generate me some Pokemon. And I'm gonna pick Pokemon types. We're gonna set this up. So your college was pretty chill about the masks, wore it for an entire day and nobody told you to take it off. That is lucky. Good for you, man, seriously. Okay, I've got my types, and I need a random number generator. Between 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So between 1 and 18. Hit me. 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh, 18, 17, 16. So a rock typed Charizard. Torterra was actually your very first Pokemon, still one of your favorites. That's really cool, and I'm kind of sorry about this. I like him. I think he's kind of cool looking, but he does not look like a Torterra at all. But now, unless I have any other requests, I'm gonna draw a rock-type Charizard because that sounds like fun. A little more. There we go. That'll be fine. Alright, Charizard, come here. Alright. So let's just get the general Charizard shape in here. Gotta get back to your paper. I'm glad. Thanks, man. I'm glad you liked my interpretation of Torterra. I had fun drawing him. I kept thinking about really old, dying breeds of tortoise. But good luck with your paper! And good luck finding gloves for your Halloween mask. That's just... Putting the Halloween mask is... Putting effort into the Halloween costumes is one of my favorite things. It looks so dang good if you got it. Alright, we're gonna actually shrink this guy down because I'm tired of making the thing bigger when I could just as easily make him smaller. I'm gonna learn my lesson. And then I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit. There! Problem solved. And then we're gonna have him have wings, but since he's a rock type, they are almost definitely decorative. So we're gonna just have him go like that. Something like that. And then he's got, except he's gonna be a rock type, so he's gonna have like baller arms now. And he is gonna have his pretty standard crouching legs here. And he's gonna have this tail. You know what? We're just gonna give him a spike, a mace tail. We'll give it some spikes. And we'll just give him his same 3 claws as he usually has. He'll have his head. He'll come down. Honestly, I just kind of picture him being made out of rocks. So like rocks are jutting out of him at various points. Oh, and he needs to have like spikish looking rocks coming down. Perfect. Kind of weird looking, but I think it's a perfectly valid interpretation for a rock Charizard. Alright, let's get this done. I'm going to reduce this down to 20, 30. We'll get it down to 30. Oh, heavens. I just saw what was happening here. One sec. It doesn't matter. My face looks all red anyway. Ah! Good enough. Yeah, good enough. I really need to do my hair. It's due for some attention. By which I mean a haircut, just so we're clear. Okay, Charizard, what's your... Okay, you've got the triangle eye thing going on, so we'll just give you some of this and some of this. And we're gonna move it up a little bit. Ooh, that looks like it could be something fun, actually. And we've got your trapezoid thing going on here. Just kind of give you your shaky, rocky ears. This one is going to be asymmetrical and a little bit bigger. I just realized I have this open to the wrong window. This song is really simple, but it's kind of grown on me. What's this one called? It is called JJ. I like this song. Just kind of happy, relaxing, easy. You know where you're at with JJ. The urge to shout, "Do you want to meet my dog?" Tackle Freya, and then try to get her to be on camera. She's not a small dog. She's not a giant dog, but she's a little above comfortable to pick up and hold. She's a little bigger than that. She's about the size of a Labrador Retriever. And just the urge to pick her up and be like, "This is my dog!" is very high at the moment. So I am trying very hard to resist that urge by doing literally anything else. In this case, the opposite of running and picking her up and showing her to everyone by not doing those things. Good plan. Alright, here we go. They're gonna look like add-ons by the time I'm done with them. Oh no! But we are just gonna kind of peter it out right there. I mean, it's a little repetitive, but doesn't it just kind of make you feel relaxed? Or are you a music buff who can tell me everything that's wrong with this song? Oh, one thing I discovered I can't draw, and I don't know, I just can't draw them, is spiked maces. So the choice to give him the very weapon that I just physically am terrible at drawing was perhaps not the best decision I've ever made in my life. I'm so bad at drawing these. Close enough! Oh, we'll take it, and then we'll just add a couple of random ones, because, you know, it's organic. I guess organic stuff can actually look a lot more symmetrical than we think. Looked at a leaf lately, or a flower? Alright. Pew. And let's give him two little ones right here. And then we'll give him his rocky legs. And his stomach. Which I believe just goes down like so. Huh. I like that quite a lot. Alright, there is my Stony Charizard. Oh, okay. Sorry, I keep doing this because I'm trying to pop my back. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but I do it a lot because I've got right here needs popping. And I'm very sure that it's because of my terrible posture, but it doesn't change the fact that it needs popping. So I do that to try to get it to pop. And it works about 1 time in 6. Which is why I keep doing it. Because those odds are strong enough to keep trying. Alright, now I wanted to give him a lot of gray in here, so once I'm done with this, because it's rock type, not ground type, I need to remind myself of that. So we're just going to kind of have this all work out. We're going to blend that in a little bit better. And then I was thinking of having his offset color just be more of a gray. And then we'll tone this way down. Yeah. Now we're gonna just go in here and make him gray. We're gonna turn this up just a hair so it's easier to see what I'm doing. Oh, no, wait! Okay, we can keep that one. I wanted this area to be gray. I covered that well enough. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I gotta fix that right now though, because that's gonna bother me to the end of time if I don't. So we're just gonna blend that in like crazy. And even though this part is my least competently drawn part, I'm going to add a little extra detail there, and I'm going to make his eyes the same color as that detail to make it look like it was all on purpose. Okay, so we are going to make it a very dark brown. I mean, a very dark, we're going to make it very dark. Just like his eyes. Who can see past your soul and into what horrible things you've done in your past life. I'm done. I had nowhere to go with that. Alright, let's turn this down. Kind of get in there. The other thing that I can't stop thinking about is very recently, for those of you who might be watching this after the fact, very, very recently they released the SNES Classic. And I didn't realize I wanted that until they released it, and I saw all those games that I really loved, and I was like, oh my goodness, I would love to legally own those games. Because I don't know where my old SNES system is, and I have no idea how many of the games I used to love playing on that we actually still have. Because when we were kids, we borrowed a ton of games in my neighborhood. Because there were like 3 kids who owned all the games, and we borrowed a lot of them. Not to say that we didn't buy any of our own, but we didn't buy many of our own. That is for dang sure. So it's got like Secret of Mana on it, and it's got Final Fantasy III, the American version, Final Fantasy VI, Japanese version on it, and it's got like Mario RPG and Donkey Kong Adventures and just all the games I loved. And I mean, it's also got Super Mario World, which I already have for my 3DS, so, you know, that's like, yay, I'll beat it again. I'll perfect it again. And it's got Mario Kart, which Mario Kart has gotten better with each iteration. Just gonna throw that out there. I don't think much of the original. Fight me, brah! Same goes for Smash Brothers. Oh snap! I played the original recently and it was very difficult for me. Because I am all nice and comfy with the new dodge capabilities. I wouldn't necessarily say that Smash has gotten better with each iteration, but I think that argument could totally be made. Alright, so this has been a little bit of a late evening and I'm gonna stop here. But this is my Rocky Charizard, my Torterra attempt, and my Scyther to start things out. So I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.